Now number 3, shape of d orbitals. A d subcell contain 5 orbitals. A d subcell contain 5 orbitals, and these are represented as, one is called dxy, one is called dyz, one is called dzx, one is called dx square minus y square, and one is called dz square. These are the name of d orbitals. As you have got, for d subcell L value is 2. If L value 2, ML value will be 5. I mean d subcell contain 5 orbitals. And what are the values? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. These are the 5 values. So all these 5 values represent one orbital. So d subcell contain 5 orbitals. Now I'll give you the shape. The shape of d orbital is also dumbbell type, but it contains double dumbbell. This is x-axis, suppose, and we consider this one as y-axis. This is one dumbbell which is present in between x and y-axis, and this is another dumbbell which is present in between x and y-axis. Since the dumbbells are present between x and y-axis, that's why its name is dxy. This is x-axis. Suppose this is y-axis. This is your z-axis. You can consider any axis as x, y, z. If the dumbbells are present in between y and z, then this is called dyz. Suppose the dumbbells are present in between x and z, like this, then it is called dzx. Next one, x-axis, y-axis. Here the dumbbells are present on the axis, like this. This is called dx square minus y square. And this is z-axis. When the dumbbells are present only on z-axis, then it is called dz square. So now you have got the shape of 5 d orbitals. dxy, dyz, dzx, their loops are present in between the axis, and x square minus y square and z square, their loops are on the axis. This is the structural difference between the orbitals. In case of dxy, ML value is plus 2. For yz, ML value is minus 1. You should learn these values. For zx, ML is plus 1. For x square minus y square, ML is minus 2. And for z square, ML is 0. So, these are the shape of d orbitals and their individual ML values. So a d subcell contain 5 orbitals, and they are named as dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, and dz square. And their shapes are like this. The shape of xy, yz, and zx, their loops are in between the axis, and in case of dx square minus y square and dz square, their loops are on the axis. Now another orbital, f orbital. Yet also the shape of f orbitals are not discovered. The name of f orbitals are yet not discovered. That is why no need to know about f orbitals. Just you should know a f subcell always contain 7 orbitals. That you have to know. So 7 orbital means 14 electron may be present inside the subcell, because one orbital contain 2 electron. So 7 orbital contain maximum 14 electron. So that you have to know. No need to know about the shape and the name of f orbitals. Up to d you have to know. Now there is another principle you should know to write the electronic configuration of atoms in terms of orbitals. The principle is called Abbaugh principle. AUFBAU. Abbaugh principle. What is this principle? According to this principle, in the ground state of atom, ground state means when the atom is in free state. Suppose carbon is free, but when carbon from some compounds, suppose carbon combines with hydrogen, it produces CH4 methane, then carbon undergo excitation, which is called excited state. So there are two states of atom, one is called ground state or free state and one is called excited state. So according to this principle, in the ground state of atoms, the orbitals are filled by the electrons in order of their increasing energies. I mean, when you fill up the orbitals, when you enter the electrons in different orbitals, then you should know which one orbital have lower energy. First time you have to fill up the electron in lower energy orbital, then you have to move for higher energy orbital, and that is given by Abbaugh principle. When you fill up the orbitals, so you have to fill up the orbitals in order of their increasing energies. That is, electron first occupy lower energy orbital, available to them, then enters in higher energy orbitals. The order of energies of different orbitals are: the lowest energy orbital is 1s, then 2s, then 2p. I mean, when you enter the electron, first time you fill up the 1s orbital. After filling 1s, you have to move for 2s. After filling 2s, you go for 2p. Then you have to move for 3s, like this way. So based on their energy, you have to fill up them. Then after 3s, you will get 3p. After 3p, you will get 4s. Then 3d. After 3d, you will get 4p. Then you will get 5s. After 5s, you will get 4d. After 4d, you will get 5p. Then 6s. Then 4f. Then 5d. Then 6p. Then 7s. Like this, you will get the order. Up to this, you have to know. And how these energies are made, it based on the n plus L rule. Higher the value of n plus L, greater is the energy of the orbital. For example, 1s. For 1s, n value is 1. For s, L value is 0. 1 plus 0, 1. For 2s, n value is 2. L value is 0, 2. So 2s have more n plus L value, and that is why 2s have more energy than 1s. If you consider 3p and 4s, for 3p, if you consider n plus L value, n value is 3. For p, L value is 1. I mean 3 plus 1, 4. In case of 4s, n value is 4. For s, L value is 0. Both have equal, although equal, higher the value of n, greater is the energy. So that is why 4s have more energy. So n plus L value and n value, both it depends. Thank you.